class 7th. We are reading the second chapter of statistics in civics part, that is the institutional representation of democracy. So open page number 188 of your book. The Election Commission. Election in India are conducted as an independent body called Election Commission. So in India, the total whole of elections are under the hand of Election Commission. Total whole are there under the hand of Election Commission. They frame rules and regulation, and all the parties have to follow that. The Election Commission ensure the elections are conducted in a free and a fair manner. So they check that the election are performed in free and fair manner. Okay, election are performed in free and fair manner. No candidate will get the advantage or no candidate will get the disadvantage. That no candidate gets an unfair advantage. Okay, they check that no candidate will get the unfair advantage. Okay, third point. The commission is in charge of the entire election process. So the total hold is there under the hand of Election Commission, and they check each and every process of the election. From the declaration of the election till the counting of the votes and the announcement of the result. So from the date when it is announced that on this date or in this year the election will held, from that period till the announcement of the result, the Election Commission play an important role. The Election Commission has drafted a set of guidelines that the political parties and the candidates have to follow during election. So there are set of guidelines, the proper rules and regulations are there, and all the parties and the candidate have to follow that. So many parties are there: BJP, Congress, BSP, AAP. So the rules are equal for every party and for every candidate. Nobody will get the unfair advantage or nobody will get the extra advantage. This is known as the Model Code of Conduct, and it comes into effect as soon as the elections are announced. Okay. The Election Commission is answerable only to the Parliament. Election Commission is answerable only to the Parliament. The President of India appoints the Chief Election Commissioner. So who is appointed as the Chief Election Commissioner? You have to answer that. The current President is just appointed as the Election Commissioner. Okay. The Commission has a power to settle the dispute about the election result. So many disputes are there among the parties. The people, the common people are against the result and they used to just do the disruption over there. So the Commission just take over the look on each and every thing. As a result, to treat all political parties and candidates are equal. So in the eye of Election Commission, all the parties and candidates are equal. Okay. The political parties. Political parties are one of the most important institutions of a democracy. A political party is an official group of people who have a similar views about the way a country should be governed. The aim of political parties is to win the election so that they can run a government. So what are the political parties? The political parties are a group of people. They are having the same point of view how to run the government. The most democracy have two or more political parties. Each party has its own beliefs, ideas and policies. So when we talk about the democratic country, so there are two or more than two political parties. In India there are so many political parties, yes or no? So every political parties have a different belief, different views, and a group of people are there and they have their own style to run the government. Role of political parties. Political parties make the electoral process more democratic or equal, giving the voters a choice of a candidate. Okay, they educate the mass on a matter of the national and international importance. Political parties keep a check on each other. For example, they are ruling party takes a decision that is seen as wrong. The opposition criticizes the decision. This helps to keep the check the party running the government. So the political parties play a very important role. First of all, they influence the mass number of people. Means, for example, there is an area and they are highly supporter of BJP, or some group is highly supporter of our party or the Congress party. So they just influence the people. They just go to the people and ask them to vote for them. Ask the people to campaigns होती हैं, लोग आते हैं, they ask for the votes and they influence the people by their views कि that if I will win or my party will win, so our party will do this thing for you all. Okay, and if they are not able to win the election, so they sit on the opposition. अगर वो इलेक्शन नहीं जीत पाते तो वो अपोजिशन में बैठते हैं. एंड when the ruling party, जिस पार्टी ने जीता है, the party who has won the election, if they are taking any decision and the opposition think that this decision is wrong, so they can raise their voice. Okay, national and the religion party. India has followed multi-party system. Unlike China follow the single party system, but in India there are so many parties. And the USA which has two parties. In USA there are two parties. China there is one party. And in India there are so many parties. Some are the regional parties and some are the national parties. Parties in India are either the national or the regional. So there are two types of parties: the national parties and the regional parties. National parties to recognize as a national party. For example, BJP is a national party and Congress is the national party. Okay. So what is the full form of BJP? Bharatiya Janata Party. To recognize as a national party, a political party should have a base in and the context of the election from four or more states. The Indian National Congress and Bharatiya Janata Party and the Communist Party of India are the example of national party. So the national parties recognize the nation. They just participate in the election and they follow. So many states are included in their rule. Okay, how many parties are there that are known as the national party? The Congress party, the BJP party and the Communist party are the national party of India. The regional party, they only contest the election in their home state. So the regional party have a specific area. They just play the role in the state only. Okay. The regional parties play an important role in highlighting the specific problem of a community or a state. Okay. The regional party is only for the state. Other would be Kalkal Telugu Desam Party, Indian Union Muslim League and the Shiromani Akali Dal are the example of regional party. So the regional party, they work for a state only and they just look for the point of view of the state only. So some parties names are there, you can read that. Each party has its own symbol and election manifesto. Each party has its own symbol and election manifesto means a proper guideline for their party. The election manifesto state the aim. Election manifesto में क्या होता है? Aim, views and policies of the political party. Okay. For example, the election will held in December. So my party is there. So my party is having a proper name, proper symbol and proper aim and proper policies are there. For example, if my party will win, so I will provide a scholarship to the girl child, or I will provide the help, or I will provide the secondary help to the widow. So these are the things. Electricity is free or the rate of the electricity will less. The public transport is of least rate. So many policies are framed by the government to run their party. And they lay out the plan of the government that the party will pursue it wins the election. So they make the policies before the election that if my party will win, so I will do these things for you people. So the people will think that these things are in their favor or not. If they are in their favor, so they will vote that candidate. If they think that the person will not do these things, so they will not vote. The process of election. So process of election is there. Campaigning. पहले campaigning होती है. Campaigning means the candidate will come in front in the public and he will just announce his policies and aims and views in front of the people, in front of the general public. Okay. Polling process, and the polling process is there, proper booths are there, and the people who are 18 plus, they go to that booth center and they vote and they cast their vote over there, and the counting. When all the election is done, the elections are over, then the counting of votes is very important. So it is written over there. Campaign. Before an election, political parties and the candidate started campaign. Before election, campaign is there. During the campaign, the political party present their election manifesto to the people. So they tell about their aims, about the views and about their policies to the people. This tell the voter what a different parties have to offer. So they tell that I will do this thing different from this party. Okay, we are having a different aim, we are having a different policy. Okay. They offer and how they plan to deal with the important issues like unemployment. In India, the main problem is the unemployment. The higher percentage of the people are unemployed in our country. Raising price. The petrol price is raising so high. So what we will do? So they will tell these things that I will just cut down the prices, I will cut down the taxes, I will just raise the employment opportunities for the people. So I will do these things for you all. Defense and so on this way come to the power. This helps the people make an informed decision why they vote. So why the manifesto is prepared? The manifesto is prepared to tell the general public that these are my point of views, our party's point of view, and if you will vote for us, then we will do all this thing for you all. All political parties have the right to campaign freely before the election. Okay, all the parties are freely to campaign. However, the campaigns have to be conducted in manner that does not violate or model code of conduct. So campaign should be done in a proper way that are guided by the election commission. All the election commission are required to end 48 hours before and to close the poll. So before 48 hours, election से 48 घंटे पहले, 48 hours पहले, you have to stop the campaign. सारी campaigns over कर दी जाती हैं. All the banners and all are there, they are removed from there. Okay. Polling process. On the day of the election, citizens go to the polling booth. You all know that when the date of the election is there, the people go to the polling booth to cast their vote. In India, voting is done by secret ballot. In this matter, the citizens vote in secret. No one can see who they have voted for. If I am going to vote some party, so you are not able to see that whom I am voting for, because it is a secret ballot. Proper boundaries are there, and one by one person will go and they will click the button and you cannot see that. This protects the voter from the attempt by the political parties to influence them in any way, such as by threatening or bribing them. So this is the way to protect the voters. Why this process is secret? इसको secret क्यों रखा जाता है कि that किसी को पता ना चले कि किसने किसको वोट दिया है? To protect the voters, because other parties, the influencer can just threaten the people that you have not voted to our party, so we are boycotting you, like this, anything they can do. So that's why this is done in a very secret manner. Counting of votes and the declaration of result. After the election are completed into all the constituencies, the election commission start process of the counting vote. When the elections are over in all of the states and all of the areas, so then the counting of the votes are started. In every state there are different dates. For example, in Kanpur or in Uttar Pradesh, the date of voting is this. In Madhya Pradesh, this. In Uttaranchal, this. So every state are having a different date of the elections. So when all the elections are over, then the counting of the votes are started. This is done under the supervision of returning officer of the constituencies in the presence of the candidate or their agent. So this is done in a proper way. The returning officer is an official who supervises the election in a constituency. The election commission declares the result and the election after the counting gets completed. In India, we follow the first past the post system. This means whichever candidate gets the maximum vote, they will win. Simple. The person who will get the maximum vote, they will win. The political parties that get the majority of the seats in the Lok Sabha or the state legislative are declared the winner. I hope this is clear to you. As it is invited to form a government, the party or the candidate who has won the elections, they are invited to form the government. To get the majority, the party has to win one seat more than half of the total number of the seats in a parliament. So for example, total 100 seats are there. So the party to win, they have to just score 51 seats. 51 seats should be there. Coalition government. The party which wins the majority of seats in parliament qualify to form the government. However, in case no single party get the majority, two or more parties can come together for a coalition. This is then form a government. This is called a coalition government. So, for example, total 100 seats are there. So, to win the election, the party must have won 51 seats. If 51 seat is not there, so you will not won the election. Okay. To win from the 100 seats, you have to score 51 seats. Okay. आपको अगर जीतना है तो आपको आधे से एक ज़्यादा सीटें आपको जीतनी पड़ेंगी. If it is not possible, for example, no party can score 51 seats. I am only giving the example of 51 seats. Okay. If no party can able to score more than half, so no one can frame the government. कोई भी गवर्नमेंट नहीं फ्रेम कर पाएगा. For that, one or two part. For that, two or more parties can join together to form a government. Okay. अगर कोई भी पार्टी नहीं जीतती है तो दो पार्टियां या दो से ज़्यादा पार्टियां मिलके अपनी गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म कर सकती हैं. It is happen in Bihar. All the parties join together and they form the government. Okay. The coalition government are usually not stable. It is not stable because more than two or more than two parties are joined together to form the government. And if you are running the government, ठीक है, if you are running the government and after that one party back out, if one party has backed out, so it means the government will not stable. Because the survival of the government depend upon the support of all the members in the coalition. Because you are joining together to form the government. And if you are running the government and after that the one party is not satisfied with the decision of the other party, so that party can back out. If that party has backed out, so means now that they are not satisfied with this and one party has backed out, so that's why it is known as unstable government. As the parties make up the coalition disagree on many issues. Many times this happen in India that two or more than two parties join together to form the government and afterward they are not satisfied with each other, so they are not agree with each other, so the party is not working together. Some members of the coalition withdraw support leading to fall the government. और कुछ जो मेंबर्स होते हैं वो पीछे हट जाते हैं और गवर्नमेंट वहाँ से हट जाती है, गवर्नमेंट फ्रेम नहीं हो पाती है। फिर दोबारा इलेक्शन होते हैं या फिर कोई और प्रोसेस इलेक्शन कमीशन निकालता है कि किस पार्टी के पास ज़्यादा वोट आए थे, फिर उसको सरकार बनाने का मौका मिलता है। द रोल ऑफ द सिटीजन इन डेमोक्रेसी, ये 5 साल पहले भी हो सकता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू ऑल नो दैट कि 5 साल तक एक गवर्नमेंट चलती है और फॉर एग्जाम्पल 2 साल तो उन्होंने 2-3 पार्टियों ने मिलकर गवर्नमेंट चला ली, बट 2-3 साल बाद उनको लगा एक पार्टी को कि दैट दिस पार्टी इज जस्ट रूलिंग ऑन अस एंड वी आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड एंड दे आर बैक्ड आउट। सो 2 साल तो गवर्नमेंट चली, 6 साल वो गवर्नमेंट हट गई। Now then again the new process will start. Again the new party will come in a force. The role of citizen in a democracy. In a democracy, the citizen hold great power. With this power comes responsibility. So we are a citizen and we are living in a democratic country. So we are having a power and we have to act responsible. We have to take the responsibility. It is a responsibility to the people to select a capable leader under whose leadership the country can be benefit. So we are the one who choose our leader. So we should choose our leader in a fair manner. In a democracy, the role of citizen is that of a watchdog. They should study every action of the government carefully and wait in a pros and cons. So we have to just watch the manifesto of each and every parties and we have to see the pros and the cons. Means the positive part of that, positive views of that party and the negative views of that party. They should also be aware of their rights and responsibilities. If any action of the government violates their fundamental rights and goes against the interests of the country, people should protest. If the government is not working properly, the people can protest. They should form group that put pressure on the government and force it to reconsider its decision. For example, in the recent, the government has passed the rule of CA or CAP. So many people they are against of this. They started protesting because in our constitution we can raise our voice because they think that our government has not taken the fair decision. So that's why many people came on the road and they started protesting. Citizens of a democracy, especially one as reserved as India, diverse as India, need to develop a spirit of cooperation. So we are the Indians, so all the citizens have to follow the spirit of cooperation. This will help to accumulate a diverse element in the country and ensure the smooth running of the country. So we should help the government to run in a proper way, and if the government is not doing anything in a proper manner, so in our constitution it is given that a citizen can raise the voice. So this is all about the chapter. Now in next video or in next lecture we will do the question answer of this chapter. Okay, thank you.